Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Shiv Shankar. I will be teaching the subject Environmental Studies. Uh, as we know that this subject has been made compulsory to all the undergraduate students who are enrolled for various programs in Indian universities. The study of this subject has been made compulsory by the Supreme Court of India after a case which was filed by Green Layer of India, Sri M.C. Mehta. So after this case, the Supreme Court of India given directions to all the concerned stakeholders to ensure the proper environmental education for the students at various levels. So the environmental education has been made necessary for various levels of the education. Whether it is the case of primary education, whether it is a case of secondary education, as well as whether it is the case of higher education. At every level of the education, the study of the environment is compulsory. So this has been made compulsory because there was a consistent lack of awareness among the people. As we know that over the past few years, or we can say that for the last 100 years, because of the several activities like urbanization, industrialization, overpopulation, we have compromised our environment. Our activities have severely affected our environment. And we very well know that our forefathers have stressed on the, you can say, conservation, protection of the environment, conservation of the environment. They said that we should live in harmony with nature. But because of these three activities, that is urbanization, industrialization, and overpopulation, we have damaged our environment. So there has been continuous damage to the environment, and there has been a lack of awareness among the people for the conservation of the environment. Therefore, in order to fill this gap, in order to make the people aware about the environment, the MC Mehta, Green Layer of India, very rightly felt this necessity to aware the people through a, you can say, through various modes of the education. He decided to fill this case in Supreme Court of the India, and fortunately Supreme Court of India was very much convinced and given its verdict that all at every level of the education, the study of the environment should be made compulsory. So agencies like University Grants Commission and other important stakeholders, they prepared the syllabus and introduced it in various programs in Indian universities. So our university, Gautam Buddha University, is complying with the order of the Supreme Court as well as University Grants Commission, and at Gautam Buddha University, the subject environmental studies is being taught at all the schools, and for all the programs, whether it is a B.Tech, whether it is a BA, in all the disciplines, this subject has been made compulsory. So I will be teaching this subject in few departments like LLB, BLLB, it is an integrated course, and some other disciplines. So these lectures will help not only LLB students, but the students who are enrolled in various other programs, or students who are preparing for NET and JRF in the subject environmental science also. So before going into the details of the course, we should discuss the syllabus of the environmental studies, which we will be dealing. So this entire subject consists of 8 units, and these units contain different types of contents. So we will be discuss the contents of the syllabus. So with the help of a slide, I will be giving the details of the course. So let's wait and see the contents of the syllabus. Okay, I'm sure that slides will be visible. So as far as contents of the entire subjects are concerned, so unit first, as I have told that this entire course consists of 8 units, and unit first, okay, so we can see the course content of the subject environmental studies. It is a basically 4 credit course. It consists of 8 units, and the objectives of this course are to impart knowledge on environment and environmental issues and challenges of local, national, as well as global significance for achieving environmental security as well as environmental sustainability. The outcomes of this subject, as we have discussed, that the broader aim of this subject is to make people aware about the conservation of the environment. So precisely we can say that the expected outcome of this course is to knowledge and awareness so generated will enhance the ability of the learners for conservation of the environment and natural resources for a healthy planet Earth and happy living of the present and future generations. So contents, as far as contents of the course concerned, the unit first consists of Introduction to Environmental Studies. Under this unit, we will study the multidisciplinary nature of environmental studies, components of the Earth's environment, that is atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, and biosphere, scope and importance of the environmental studies. As we know that the subject has broad purview. After that, concept of sustainability and sustainable development. So we will study these aspects under the unit first. Unit second consists of ecosystems. So under this unit, we will study what is an ecosystem, structure and function of ecosystems, energy flow in an ecosystems, food chain, food web, ecological succession, case studies of the following ecosystems like forest ecosystems, grassland ecosystems, desert ecosystems, aquatic ecosystems. In aquatic ecosystems, we will study aquatic ecosystems like pond ecosystem, lake ecosystem, river ecosystem, marine ecosystems, as well as estuaries. So unit 2 will be dealing about the ecosystems and their related aspects. After that, there is unit third. Unit third consists of natural resources, renewable and non-renewable resources. Under this unit, we will study land resources and land use changes, land degradation, soil erosion, and desertification. All these topics are very much important. So we will study land resources and land use changes and various other related topics. After that, we will study deforestation, causes, impacts because of the anthropogenic activities like mining, dam building. After that, we will study water. Water as a very important resource. We will study different uses of water in various sectors, overexploitation of surface water and groundwater, floods, droughts, conflicts over water at both level, that is at national as well as international level. After that, we will be studying heating of the earth and circulation of air, air masses, formation and precipitation. We will also study energy resources. Under this topic, we will study renewable and non-renewable energy resources, use of alternate energy sources, growing energy needs, and some case studies. So Unit 3 will be dealing the different types of natural resources. After that, we will study Unit 4. Unit 4 consists of biodiversity and conservation. So under this unit, we will study the different levels of the biological diversity, genetic diversity, species diversity, and ecosystem diversity. We will study the biogeographical zones of India, biodiversity patterns, and global biodiversity hotspots. After that, we will study India as a mega biodiversity nation, endangered and endemic species of India. We will also study the threats to biodiversity uh, because of loss of habitat, poaching, human-wildlife conflicts, biological invasion. After that, we will study the conservation of the biodiversity. Under this component, we will study both ex situ as well as in situ modes of conservation of biodiversity. We will also study the ecosystem and biodiversity services. That is what is the importance of the biodiversity, what are the ecological importance, economic importance, social, ethical, aesthetical, and informational value of the biodiversity. So these aspects will be covered under the Unit 4. Unit 5 consists of environmental pollution. We will study different types of pollution under this unit, that is air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, and noise pollution. We will study nuclear hazards and human health risk, solid waste management, its control measures, as well as disposal also. We will also study some pollution related case studies, specific pollution related case studies. It may be air pollution, it may be water pollution, it may be groundwater pollution. So few specific case studies we will be covering. So Unit 5 is all about environmental pollution. After that, there is Unit 6. It consists of environmental policies and practices. Under this unit, we will study the climate change, global warming, ozone layer depletion, acid rain, and impacts on human communities and agriculture. Impacts of acid rain on human communities and agriculture. After that, we will study the legal aspects of the environment, that is environmental laws. Under this segment, we will study Environment Protection Act, Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act, Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act, Wildlife Protection Act, Forest Conservation Act. After that, we will also study some international agreements and treaties like Montreal and Kyoto Protocols, Convention on Biological Diversity. After that, we will study nature reserves, tribal population and rights, and human-wildlife conflicts in Indian context. So Unit 6 is related to environmental policies and practices. After that, we will study Unit 7. Under this unit, Unit 7 basically consists of human communities and the environment. Under this unit, we will study human population growth, impacts on environment, human health and welfare, carbon footprints, resettlement and rehabilitation of project affected persons, few case studies, disaster management. Under this component, we will study floods, earthquakes, cyclones, landslides, and some environmental movements like Chipko movement, Silent Valley movement, Bisnoi of Rajasthan, environmental ethics, that is the role of Indian and other religion and cultures in the conservation of the environment. We will also study some environmental aspects related to environmental communication and public awareness. Few case studies related to green fuels, or we can say sustainable fuels, that is CNG vehicles in Delhi. It is an important case study of sustainable fuel. After that, we will study the Unit 8. It consists of field work. Under this unit, the students are supposed to visit an area to document environmental assets like river, forest, flora, fauna, They are also expected to visit a local polluted site, which may be urban, rural, industrial, or agriculture in nature, which may be located in urban areas or rural areas or in any industrial area. It may be an agricultural site also. Under field study, we students are also supposed to study some common plants, insects, birds, and basic principles of identification. After that, study of simple ecosystems, ponds, rivers, a specific example of daily risks. So such type of contents students are expected to study through field visits. So Unit 8 is completely provisioned for the purpose of the field visit. There are some books which which have been recommended for the entire syllabus. So if we see the details of the book, so first important book is Silent Spring. We very well know this book, written by Raquel Carson. So this book drew the global attention towards the environment. So this book is very helpful in relation to this particular subject, that is environmental studies. After that, there is a book which is This Fissured Land, an ecological history of India, written by Gadgil and Guha. This is also a very resource book, a very important book. This has been published by University California Press. The third important book, which is important for the study of the environment, is Global Ethics and Environment, written by Gleason and Law. Another book is Water in Crisis. It is written by Gleek. It is from Oxford University Press. Another book is Principles of Conservation Biology, written by Groom et al. Another one is Threats from India's Himalayan Dams, written by Groombin et al. It is written by Groombin and Pandit. Another one is Rivers No More, the Environmental Effects of Dams, written by Macaulay. Another one is Something New Under the Sun, an Environmental History of the 20th Century, written by McNeil. The Fundamentals of Ecology, written by Odom et al. It is also a very important book. Another one is Environmental and Pollution Science, written by Pieper et al. The next one is Wastewater Treatment, written by it is written by Rao and Datta. After that, there is another book, Environment, written by Raven et al. Next book is Environmental Law and Policy in India, Rosenkranz et al., written by Rosenkranz et al. After that, Ecology and Economics and Approach to Sustainable Development, Sen Gupta. This book has been written by Sen Gupta. After that, Ecology, Environmental Science and Conservation, written by Singh et al. The next one is Conservation Biology, Voices from the Tropics, written by Sodi et al. After that, Land of the Tiger, A Natural History of the Indian Subcontinent, written by Thapar. Other book is Biology and Water Pollution Control, written by Warren. Next one is The Creation and Appeal to Save Life on Earth by Wilson. And another important content for the environment is Our Common Future. It is a publication of Oxford University Press. It contains the details of World Commission on Environment and Development. After that, if we talk about other books, Ecology and Environment, written by P.D. Sharma, Ecology and Soil Science, written by Shukla and Chandel, Air Pollution by C.S. Rao, Environmental Chemistry, written by A.K. Day, and Environmental Chemistry, written by B.K. Sharma, environmental science, fundamentals of environmental science, written by S.C. Santra. So these are the books which will be helpful to the students while studying this important course. And there are some websites which may be helpful to the students. They contains very important information. Such websites, you can see that www.nacwc.nic.in, www.opcw.org, www.undp.org, www.cbd.int, www.unfcc.int, cpcb.nic.in. So these websites will have they will provide a very nice information to the students on the various aspects of the environment. So we came to know about the detailed syllabus of the subject environmental studies. So by sequence, we will be covering all these aspects. So for today, it is all for today. We will discuss remaining things. We will start from unit first from our next lecture. So till then, goodbye to all.